And back again. So on the last episode, we did a quick edit, and now we want to fix up the colors and maybe deliver it or put out the finished product. So you can't have somebody else install Davinci Resolve to watch your little production. So let's get to here. Okay, this is exactly where we left off. We got the video, and it's a little washed out. The colors just may say we don't like them. Ooh, wasn't that a fun sound? So, Fusion is the next page. This is where I could put in special effects. Say I wanted to put something on that green thing. I wanted to track it as it moved. So I'm in Fusion. It'll only work on this clip and go over and over again and watch it. On the top left, you can pull up a new column for effects, and there are a whole bunch. And I only understand like 5 or 6 of these. I have to go to YouTube and watch a video from an expert to do any particular thing. On my video, I had left a script on the desk, and we'll get to that, and I had to paint it out, basically. I tried to track it, but then somebody moved in front. It got a little advanced for me, so I just went frame by frame, and I used special effects to use a paintbrush to paint out the script I had left on the desk, because I'm such a crappy filmmaker. Anyhow, color page. This is what we want. Can I zoom this in? To fit. Let's go with 50%. Good. Let's mix up this first one. So this is a huge, confusing jumble. Really, I mostly work with these. Curves come from photography. I can click the curves and adjust stuff pretty fine-tuning. But let's push reset. So this whole thing has a reset button. Bang. All these little backwards circles with backwards arrows in a circle is a reset button. I like to work with these scopes, they're called, these little circles. Scopes, geez, color wheels. These are the scopes over here. Now, I'm just going to get rid of the gallery. Oh, that really stretched that out. And I'm going to pull up this here. So this is a lot of different ways of looking what the color is doing, and the experts can make that work. So where are we? I can click on this expand thing, and it'll do a whole page of all of them. I tend to work with this, and then each one of these. So this and this, these are my keys. This is the same thing as this. It's just split into 3. When we get into it, you'll see more. But anyway, in general, you want your darks to mostly be down here, and don't squish anything. So there's a few dark spots on there. So I'm going to use these color wheels to adjust it. Offset just brightens and darkens everything. Here's the big old thumb wheel. I can do it a color at a time. I can adjust the colors, so I can just darken the green. I can then darken the blue and then darken the red. It's painful. You can see how the scopes work. Here's that backward circle. I'm just going to darken everything by doing this wheel. See, everything will adjust the same at the same speed. So I'm just going to pull everything down. Here at the bottom, I am kind of destroying those darks, but there's very few of them, and it's kind of okay for a few things. They're not details anybody's going to be looking at. Now, these are your highs. If I turn this wheel down, it should just drop the top and leave the bottom where it's at, mostly. Did pretty good. You want all your tops to be around this 896 number, I hear. And the gamma kind of moves the middle. So I'm still pretty high. I want to drag my middle down. So gamma should drag the middle without doing much to the bottom. Now I can bring the bottom up a little more. There we go. This is a rough, crude adjustment. And then, okay, so we're pretty set. How do I get rid of that? There's the X. That's a pretty nice color. You should have a few bright spots above. But you see they're pretty even. The red, the green, the blue, they're all pretty even. The darks are pretty even. If you're not sure if they're even, just go to waveform. I could see I got a lot more red in the shadows, so I can lift my red in the shadows. Geez, I'm going to bring that back so my picture's the right size. Now, let's play with the color. So these are the highs. Let's take some... If you look at maybe his face, it doesn't have a lot of red in the highs. There's a lot of red in the wall. Trying to adjust the highs, make it a little more red. And let's take some red out of the middle, just to make it different. You just move these around until you get something that feels right. Just slow and gentle. We've done some adjustments. You want to see what difference we made? So everything we did is contained in this box. It's called a node. If I click on the number, it turns it off. See, we were a little washed out. I'm going to pull it up to 5%. Turn it on. That's better. Big improvement. Now, let's do it again on this clip and this clip. Hey, that's part of the same clip. There's got to be an easy way, right? Yes, there is. So if I right click on the viewer and I grab a still, bang. That stores all the changes I made in this box, in all the boxes. I can add another box. Add node, add serial. And I can do more changes in this box, so I can bring up the contrast. Yeah, bring up the contrast, warm it up a little. See, I'm down here, all these boxes above and below. I can take some color out of it, remove the saturation, or bump the saturation. Highlight, shadows, color boost, hue, luminosity mix, I think. Detail. This lets you just sharpen your picture without having to pay for the special effects. And then turn it all into a blur. Double click on anything to reset it to where it was. And then we can see what this did. Quite a bit. So that's pretty good. So I'm going to get rid of this still, because it doesn't update with. Actually, I'm just going to select it, push delete, and it's gone. Grab a new still. Now let's go to this one. I'm going to drag that still over the image. Boink. Go to this one. If I just put my mouse over the still, it shows what it'll look like. Good to go. This guy, is that grade going to work here too? Oh yes it is. Alright, so there's your color page. It is the wonder product. This is what everybody is getting Davinci Resolve for. Even if they use something else, they'll bring it to Davinci Resolve for color grading. We'll move on to Fairlight, which is sound processing. Let's see, if I double click here, where are my... Let's hide those effects. I should be able to put dynamics on anything. I'll have to get more detail on this later. The Alt scroll wheel still does that. The Shift scroll wheel still expands that. Mixer meters. I don't know where to put in the just dynamics. So let's pull up an effect and put some dynamics on the sound. Oh. Yeah, it's not so much. Dialogue processor. There's no talking. There's not much we can do. So flanger, I know. I can just drag that onto the track. And then I'm working with it. Oh, let's just turn some dials. Does that make it better? Let's turn it off. It's easy to get extreme with this, so there should be dynamics that I can pull up, but I don't see them. Let me expand. Oh, there they are. There's my dynamics. Okay. So this is the basic thing you want to use if you've done any audio production at all. So we have a noise gate. It just filters out anything until a certain threshold is made. Just going to pull that over a little bit. Let's just go right to home. So it shows you where the noise action is. Okay, I gotta remove that flanger. Oh well. Where is that flanger? I'll double click it. Maybe I could pull it down again and see I'm turning it off. It's still there. Oh well. Some homework to be done. Tell you what I'll do. I'll fix it by removing it, putting it back in. Unlink the clips. Remove the video. Backspace. And drag it to the beginning. Okay, back to the Fairlight page. Now, the volume's a little high. Let's run the compressor so you can see it playing there. I'm going to move this threshold over. It starts compressing it if it gets louder than that. Okay, here we are. That volume was high. I can drag it down right here, or this is in track. Hide ya. This is audio 2. I have volume control right here. Turn it down 3 decibels. Or work it live. Back to home. Generally, you want to get that audio into the yellow. I have the compressor going. It hurts our ears a little bit, so I can do my master volume wherever you are. Oh, that's the bus. So that's what we hear, and that's what it's working with. Home, back again. Home. So then we try to get audio track 2 in there. And I can turn up audio track 1, although it's making no sound. That's as loud as I can make it. Oh, there, that's dipping into the red. Take her down. Even the compressor wasn't taking it off. And there's a limiter. You could say, okay. Nothing gets above that volume. Anyway, you can process your audio to a professional degree. I'm going to do my next audiobook with Fairlight. How long are we? Well, we're about the right time. Let's deliver this video. Let's do one effect. Oh, let's run overtime a little. Okay. So, media pool. Let's close that. Let's pull up our effects. I want to do a transition. Video transition. I want to... Do we like the cold open? No. Let's dissolve it in. Cross dissolve is the way to go. So it mixes the last clip with this clip. The last clip is pure blackness. It fades in. And then we'll fade out at the end. Cross dissolve at the end. And let's pull up an audio transition. And we're going to fade that out. Crossfade. Wait, we don't have to do that. Okay, we can change how things look. So when I have my mouse over the audio track, I got these little boxes at each end. And those are kind of volume tabs. So I can drag it back 2 seconds and you can see what it does to the volume. It drops the volume down. See how it sounds. Okay, not bad. We'll extend this video a little. There. And then we'll deliver. Click on deliver. Let's just leave everything as it is, except I want it to be an MP4 format. Give it a name. The run of the house. Caps lock was on. Okay, then you add it to the render queue. We're going to do it on the desktop. Save. And then you'd render it. If you have a big project, it will take a while. Now I shot it with those letter boxes above and below, and when I zoom in, those letter boxes are going to expand to fill the screen. But otherwise, it's going to be pretty good. We'll do it. We'll watch this full clip. I'll put us at about 20 minutes. And that'll be your tour of Davinci Resolve. We are delivered. Go to the desktop, Control D, and where are you? Push play. I had these little clip-on lenses. I wish I could show you. And they were just terrible. They give you a nice edge blur effect and a lot of distortion. Et voila. Where are you? There you are. I couldn't find myself. Let's go to the cam. Okay, so in the next one, we will get the video files in for the Pull My Finger movie, and we'll start editing and building it. So, thanks for popping by. You know, I got to make a little clip that says that where I jump in, interrupt the flow, and I say, click like and subscribe. Anyway, please do that. Let's make this channel grow. We're going to get everybody making their own movies, and cost of production is going to go down by 99%. Talk to you on the next one.